Hello everyone. In the last video, I remember mentioning about doing a reversal on a narcissist. When they throw things at you and you just do a reversal and just make it look like it doesn't bother you. And I had something really interesting happen to me this morning though, and it all stems from because I had commented. It was actually on I'm looking it up right here now on my phone here. But it had something to do with an Inside Edition. It was a YouTube video, Inside Edition episode about a realtor um, being busted for having sex and selling a house and all this stuff. And, you know, the only comment that I made, my initial comment, was I put um, damn media making a mountain out of a molehill, big deal realtors knocking off some. I put big freaking deal. And so, the first person, the one person, this person calls, I guess, him or herself Toll Guy, Tullgui, and it says, commenting at me says, "Isn't right though, and you know it." And then I put here, responding back, it says, "So it sound like you need to get a life. This crap isn't newsworthy. Knocking off some as being an upright jerk." And then anyway, that person really uh really was no match for me as far as trying to not allow this person to try to drain me of who I am and trying to really try to destroy me, because narcs like to do that. Narcs always like to devalue you and try to make you mad and try to provoke you, and and I was applying the tactic of just doing a little bit of reversal psychology on them, and that person really wasn't much of a challenge for me to overcome. But this other person, really had such gall. And this person, um, I figure it could either be a man or a woman. But this person, I guess, calls himself Georgia Golden Gloves, and his comment out of his mouth was sitting there calling me a skank. And then the person tall guy was commenting at this Georgia person, says she's too a narcissist or narcissistic, laughing out loud. So then I respond to this Georgia person that says, "Well, glad you think so, because I am S for smart, K for knowledgeable, A for attractive, N for natural beauty, and K for kick-ass sensational. So you were so thoughtful to write me back. Thank you very much." And then, I mean, this stuff went back and forth, back and forth. I mean, it was like really hilarious. And throughout the whole conversation, this Georgia Golden Gloves person, every other comment kept calling me delusional, and kept calling me a bitch, and kept calling me a sociopath, and every other comment. And it's like this person has this very very small vocabulary, and but this hide behind the screen name of Georgia Golden Gloves, So really, this person is a down outright narc, because narcs always love to point the finger, say you're delusional, you're a sociopath, or you're a psychopath, and you know, talking about me losing weight, and talking about I got jacked up teeth, whatever, and calling me a whore and a slut and all this stuff, and talking about us, genitals, and then I mean, it was just really, I have to say I really had fun with this guy, because I wasn't going to let this guy or this person that's a coward that hides behind that screen name. I wasn't going to allow that person to try to destroy me. So actually, you know, something about, yeah, telling me to shut up. I don't give you permission to talk, you old skank. And basically, I just, really just said, well, who the hell are you? Do you think you're gonna try to control me? you know, to try to control me and tell me to shut up. I don't give you permission. And basically, I just said outright, fuck your permission. You don't control me. You know, you do not control me. And somewhere near there in the conversation, you really scream for attention. Mommy and daddy must have not given you uh, enough attention when you were a kid, so now you really, really seek attention. I said, you poor, pitiful, pathetic thing, and that's what they are. And I basically told this narc that his words are powerless over me. And it's like that's all he just kept saying, kept telling me, you're a sociopath, you're a psychopath, and you're delusional. Very first word, obviously delusional. Delusional. Every other comment, delusional. Call me a bitch. Like that's gonna really offend me. It doesn't. And I basically just do the reverse and I'll say, okay, well, I'm glad you think I'm a bitch. Yes, I wear that title well because you know what? I don't let a narc like Georgia Golden Gloves get my goal and get my goat anymore. I just don't. And I mean, just really, this person was really a live one. It makes me kind of wonder. This coward that's hiding behind this Georgia screen name makes me kind of really wonder if it might be one of my narc sisters, disguised as that. It wouldn't surprise me. Obviously, this person doesn't have a life, obviously. And, I'm not going to allow anyone, especially this coward Georgia Golden Globes, to try to tear me down. I'm going to stand up, I'm going to fight, and I'm going to fight back. So this person just is constantly throwing projections at me. It's like, it's really, to me, hilarious, because, I'm that strong, and, I basically call him and this other person that was Toll Guy, I call both of them trolls and narcs because that's what they are. And, I put, well, I see trolls and narcs who claim that they are better than me. Who's the narc here? Bitch, glad you think so because your words are worthless or powerless over me. I don't owe you pieces of shit nothing because you are nothing. And so Georgia keeps answering back, no, you know what? Okay, I'm nothing. And say, and what, bitch? So tell narcs like this live one have really, very limited vocabulary, a small mind. Well, what do you expect? I don't expect for a narc to have such higher vocabulary than I do. I mean, this person's obviously has no education, you know, and a very limited vocabulary and a very small mind, and claim that he's good looking and all this stuff. And I mean, this really crazy. Let me see, I'm trying to say uh oh, and then he has the audacity to come onto my channel and make some very, very snide remarks and call me delusional bitch and all this. I mean, so if anybody of my viewers out there, my subscribers, you know what I'm all about. I've been doing this channel for quite some time now, so you know what I'm all about. And all this person wants to do now is try to do a smear campaign by saying stupid, low-life comments like that. So um, just to give you forewarning, if you run into this Georgia Peach, I mean, not this Georgia Peach, but this person calls himself or herself Georgia Golden Gloves, you know. So be aware for that person or anybody that says anything derogatory towards me and my channel. Be on the lookout, because their ultimate goal is to try destroying me because I'm exposing narcs like them and people like the narcs in my family. So it wouldn't surprise me if one of them was hiding behind that name, or maybe put somebody else up to it. Who knows? And then trying to tell me to change my channel and call me a narcissist. I mean, it's funny how they know they're the narcissist, but they love to project it and say you're the narcissist, you know. So really look out for that. I mean, this person's saying I'm good looking and all this stuff, and I mean, it was just really some whacked out stuff. This person's really obviously a sick person, you know. And then basically, I said some stuff like, well, don't flatter yourself. You're ugly because your personality shows that. And then calling me sure, he says, sure, narcissist, keep telling about yourself that you can feel better about yourself. So right there, that's projection there. Then next comment, delusional, narcissistic, psychopathic bitch. Um, and that has something to do with you being ugly and delusional. Just know that you are ugly and delusional. So another projection there. Then I put on here, you really must love me because you keep talking. Sorry, I don't do buys. Because somewhere in the conversation he said something about being gay. Or just saying that I think I called him gay, and I didn't even make no reference to him being gay. So out of somewhere he just says, out of one of the remarks out of my comment saying something and something, I'm gay. And, I basically said, well, don't go there with me about gays because I have a lot of friends that are gay, so don't go there with me. Um, so anyway, I put on here, you must really love me because you keep talking. Sorry, I don't do buys, and you're not my type. Want to talk to a real narcissist? Try my youngest sister. She's got a Mercedes and a Honda and a big house, and she got it all by lying on her back. And then, saying talking bad about your sister, AC, you're the jealous type. Sound familiar? The person is projecting on me that I'm a narcissist and I have a narcissism channel. Give me a break, dude, or woman, or whoever the hell you are hiding behind that screen name Georgia. Georgia Golden Gloves. What a joke, you know. And then saying, oh, when I basically said he was just so funny, he ought to be a comedian because basically I'm making fun of this narc. And the more I make fun of this narc, the more pissed off he gets. So basically, I'm pissing him off and he's not pissing me off. Because I know my enemy, which is the narc. We all know the enemy is the narc. So basically, I'm not allowing this narc to try to project them because every time there's a projection, I divert it right back to this person. I do diversion. The same game that a narcissist would do with you would do a diversion, and you know what's true about them, but they divert it somehow. Well, I'm playing the singing. I'm mimicking what they're doing, what this person's doing. I'm using a lot of reverse psychology, and I tell you one thing, it takes a lot of strength to do that. To just let those comments of this narc bounce right off me when I wasn't as strong, I would let it get to me and I would really let it, piss me off and provoke me, but that was the old me. This is a new me, the new Mary Ellen. And I won't be screwed with you, Georgia Golden Gloves. And, and here's another thing. This person really, really hates me. You know what? And this person even admitted it. Because one of the persons that I subscribe to, which is Narcissism Survivor, he made a video about something about forgiving. I mean, it was a really recent video he just did, and I commented on it. And then he says, I so effing hate you, I wish you die. Or go die somewhere or something, And right there, I know that this person really hates me. He's a true out hater. Narcissists are always going to be true out haters because you know why? Because I'm a threat. And that's what these scapegoats I mean, we as scapegoats are always going to be a constant threat to any narc we encounter. Whether you know the person or run into an internet troll, just know, just really know, you're dealing with a narc. And just know you gotta really build some tough skin, and you can, because I've done it. Each and every day, like I said, I get stronger and stronger and stronger. This narc cannot stand that I have a growing channel. This narc cannot stand, this narc really hates me because everything he throws or projects at me, I throw it right back at him and I divert it because that's what narcs do. Because I've done my research. I know what narcs are all about. And we all know what narcs are all about. We've all done our research here. I mean, come on. Once you know what narcs are all about and their strategies, you can use those strategies right back at them. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So, do I have any worries about this narc trying to destroy my channel? No. Have no worries whatsoever because you, my audience, already know me. Because like I said, I've been doing this channel for quite some time. Why would I be a narcissist if I was doing my healing on this channel by actually sharing my experience about being brought up by a narcissist mother and an enabling father and have narcissistic sisters with the golden child? Sharing my story. I mean, for those of you that have long time subscribed to me, you see me from day one, from the very first video on up. You've seen this. From where I was then to where I am at now. And this person cannot penetrate my skin no more because I developed a tough skin. And, of course, that's why, this person hates me so much because this person cannot get to me anymore. Like I said, I'm throwing the stuff right back at them, divert it, project it right back on them. Basically, I'm just mirroring their behavior along with some reverse psychology, and that's how I'm dealing with this narc and any other narc that I'm going to encounter from here on. Very, very, very simple for me. And I just, really thought I should do this video to really get the word out about this person. This person's name hides behind a screen name of Georgia Golden Gloves. So this person's saying stuff like a scared punk. Narcissists are always punks. They like to punk others. And I'm sure he's probably leaving comments as I'm talking about saying some really stupid stuff. Call me delusional. I mean, that's all this person knows how to talk about. I'm delusional. I'm delusional. Does that sound familiar to any one of you, of my viewers out there and my subscribers? Does that really sound familiar to you? They're constantly calling you delusional. So really, this person's projecting their delusion on me and calling me a narcissist. But like I said, my point is, why would I be sharing my story out there of what I went through my narcissistic mother, enabling father, and sisters along with the golden child? Went through therapy, lots of prayer, lots of journaling, overcame it, survived it, found my closure, and got stronger and stronger and stronger as time go on. And then eventually at some point on my channel, I made it all about you, my subscribers out there, to give me some ideas on what you would like for me to talk about and share with me your stories with your permission, and then the ones that don't want me to share, I keep private, and why would I want to be helping other people now that I'm making the rest of this channel about you people out there, my viewers, that I'm trying to help you get through whatever stage you're at. There's no way I could be a narcissist, And I think every one of you guys out there are very smart and intelligent enough to know that. So I thought I'd just, really share it. Just like, the more I expose these narcs, it seems like the more encounters I get. And these people hide behind different screen names, but all because all because this Georgia person, this Georgia Golden Gloves came out of nowhere. And I just basically just commented on this thing about Inside Edition, that was talking about, this um what do you call it, this thing about the realtors getting caught having sex selling this nice house and all this stuff. And I just barely made a comment, but you see how they take my words out of context and think, oh, well, you're a big whore because, oh, if you're a realtor, you're going to sell a house, knowing someone screwed in it or you screwed in it. Or, I mean, really, see how they project and make me look out to be a slut or whore or whatever this person wants to call me, So I knew this person was a narc from the start. But I wasn't going to allow this narc to tear me down. That's why I kept fighting back. That's why I kept diverting this jerk. You know, either this man or woman, it can go either way. Who knows? But I have a very strong hunch, though, that most likely, though, it could be one of my narcissistic sisters. It could be my loudmouth sister, and it can even be the golden child sister. But I have a very strong hunch, most likely, I believe this person could be most likely my loudmouth sister because she has such mouth and such vocabulary. It doesn't surprise me. And you know what, there? If that is you out there, loudmouth sister, biological piece of shit sister of mine, starting all this crap, well, I love you too. Can't get to me. I know all the tactics of you narcs out there. The narcs that try to put me down, like my family and anybody else that's going to try to, you know, try to have a shot at me, as they say. I'm not afraid. And my confidence in myself will not be torn down. So, any other future narcs, believe me, will be exposed on this channel and be made an example out of. So, my viewers and my subscribers out there, I value each and every one of you. You know that. And you should know that if I was really a narcissist, would I really be making this channel to be all about you and want to help and want to reach out? No. Because if I was a narcissist, I wouldn't have such empathy for my viewers and subscribers out there, and to be able to respond to their comments and share stories with permission and things of that nature. So I'm just really, really, I've turned down outright resilient. That now I can do reversals. And basically, I muted this person because I wasn't going to waste my time dealing with this narc. I said what I had to say, and this Georgia Golden Gloves person was just no longer in need of my energy. I got, basically I just reached a point. I said, you know what? Okay, playtime's over. I got better things to deal with right now. And so what I did, I basically blocked this person. I basically also muted this person, blocked everything, every message. So those of you out there, I'm bringing it to your attention. Anybody, be aware for this Georgia Golden Gloves or anybody that tries to say any really derogatory things towards me, it's a narc and a narcissistic attack. And just really imagine how I'd be able to handle it now that I'm very strong and I know my enemy very well. We all know our enemies very well when it comes to a narcissist. You know, we know their patterns, we know their behaviors, we know their traits, we know their strategies. And once we know all those things and how to deal with it, they can no longer master us. And definitely, this Georgia person is no match for me and can no longer master me and no longer tear me down. Because, now any other future narc experience that, like I said, that I come across, believe me, will be exposed. Not for the attention, but to make an example out of them of how I handle them. So, um, that's all I have to really say right now at this time. But when I haven't really had any time to really see if there was any emails or anything from you, my viewers and subscribers. To those of you that are just newly subscribed, I thank you for your subscription, as always, and I welcome you with open arms. So, um, please keep your feedback and private messages and emails going. And I will just sign off for now. Sign off. And like I said, I wish you love, peace, happiness, and just stay strong. Thank you. Take care. Bye for now.